Alright, so today's project will be working on this turbocharger and this exhaust pipe for that turbocharger off of the manifold in the previous video. Unfortunately, the air is down here, so I can't go on the CNC and cut this, which was my original plan. So I'm going to set this up with a manual machine. I got a rotary table set up. Alright, the machine right now is zeroed to the center of the table. And I got to put a groove here right on this surface. Alright, so I'll get this indicated in running true with the machine. Luckily, a nice mounting plate to mount to. I'll make sure that's running nice. And then I have to install or cut a groove to install this ring so that it fits in this part of the turbo. And it'll seal it up. Okay? So I'll get this set up as best I can. Unfortunately, I don't have a tripod or anything. So I'll do this as best I can and take some pictures and try to explain how I'm setting this up. This would be a good example of just a rotary table job when unfortunately the air is down and you have no CNC equipment to use.
Alright, so you can see from this setup, I had a nice bracket, as I said earlier, to mount to an angle plate. That ended up just bolted down to the rotary table. I had to custom cut some T-nuts to fit. They were not the standard Bridgeport size. So I cut a couple T-nuts down, mounted it up, and I did sweep the center of the rotary table and made it zero to the spindle, because I didn't get a good video of this, but I don't like putting an indicator to the table and then tapping around and treating the rotary table as like a faceplate and lathe. I find it to be a little cumbersome. What I did was, since the spindle was centered to the rotary table, I used the spindle itself and brought it down to the center of the inside of that pipe and got myself pretty close. I didn't have enough Z travel. I would have used like a bull center or something to get myself real close, but I just didn't have the travel on this machine. So I ended up getting myself pretty close to the spindle by eye. I ended up then sweeping it just with a regular test indicator around like you would anything to the spindle, primarily tapping the angle plate around, not the pipe itself, but tapping the angle plate around, because the alignment vertically, or as far as that pipe being held, parallel to the spindle of the machine, is controlled on the exhaust manifold by that bracket. So that bracket has to be square, and I did ensure that I checked it. I indicated it as best I could. It is a pretty rough surface, and I also put a dowel pin in the spindle and checked a rough alignment to make sure the pipe was parallel with the spindle, to make sure the groove would be concentric to the outside and not drift up and down compared to the pipe itself. So I got the pipe pretty much indicated in within 5 thou. I ended up it wasn't round, so I had to, I put markers at in quadrants and just indicated that way and got it within about 5, and that seemed to be plenty good. The next slide, you'll see the actual close-up of the groove. The interesting thing about this is that it has a small, thin spring ring behind, like the main, I guess, sealing ring, where it looks like a piston ring. So I had to cut the groove deeper to accommodate for that ring, to give it enough squish so that it could seat in the turbo, and then there's a lot of heat in there. So it had about 30 to 35 thou ring end gap cold, and that was about right. Next slide shows the turbocharger and the pipe next to one another. And then the last slide, I know it's not installed. The two brackets should be in line, the turbo exhaust and the pipe itself, but I just put the pipe into the turbo, and it's a good fit, and it worked out well. So the last, after this, you'll see the machine actually cutting and turning the rotary table and cutting the groove. The cutter in the picture before, I ended up not using. It wasn't brazed on. It was brazed on carbide slitting saw, and unfortunately it had a lot of damaged teeth, and it just gave me a funny cut. So I ended up finding a 3/32 WOODRUFF key cutter. I did have to relieve the cutter. It was starting to hit the pipe as I got to the final depth of the groove, so I had to go to the grinder and relieve it. But other than that, it cut great. A little bit of oil, and it really wasn't that bad of a job. I wish I had the CNC, but it was a good opportunity to use the rotary table. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed.